Today's word of the day is biases. Today our daily briefing surrounds the theme of understanding how biases plays a major role in a sexual assault investigations and when performing interviews. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary states that bias is a prejudice in favor of or against one thing, person, or group compared with another, usually in a way considered to be unfair. There was evidence of bias against a foreign applicant. That is an example. Prejudice, partiality, favoritism, unfairness, one-sidedness. These are examples of synonyms which are similar to biases. In some sports, such as lawn bowling, the irregular shape given to the ball is a bias. In the verb sense, it causes to feel or show inclination or prejudice for or against someone or something. Readers said the paper was biased towards the conservatives. This is common in the political world. Each day I will be selecting a word of the day like biases, and I'll also do what we call an investigative insight. So today's investigative insight is on biases, and I state as follows. A law enforcement investigator should ask him or herself how influential is his or her investigative style, strategy, and approach to an allegation that a sexual assault was committed. Sometimes an investigator will discover methods and techniques which prove to be intelligent, positive, and successful, but fail to share these attributes and tools with his agency or cohorts. Failure to provide insightful and productive investigative ideologies doesn't benefit the agency or its personnel. As a law enforcement investigator, one of the keys to investigating a sexual assault allegation is being open-minded. An investigator who fails to consider all of the possibilities defined as alternative investigative hypotheses, meaning multiple, will quickly be seen as an investigator who has tunnel vision and is incapable of seeing all the facts present in the case. If the integrity of the investigation is brought to question, then the facts of the case as seen by the investigator will bring into question if the final investigative hypothesis has merit. Too often, an investigator who accepts a sexual assault investigation assignment will interview the alleged victim, the person who made the report, and maybe one or two collaborative witnesses. That's it. Evidence such as DNA, fingerprints, trace, and other biological and medical evidence is simply overlooked. Over the past century in the law enforcement sexual assault investigation, the prevailing attitude has been if the alleged victims happened, then it happened. Therefore, why should I have to put in the extra man hours to locate evidence which may not be present? The answer for this mental approach is if you have already made up your mind as a sexual assault investigator, then the integrity of your investigation will eventually be red flagged as being of little value. A jury listening to a law enforcement investigator explain that he or she carries a large caseload, therefore he or she didn't have the time to search for evidence in a criminal matter, will find that the jury or judge will find blame on him or her and not the alleged defendant. So to conclude, as a law enforcement sexual assault investigator, take the time to approach a sexual assault allegation with an open mind, listening to both sides of the complaint. Demonstrating that you are biased may allow a guilty sexual offender to be returned to the community to strike again, or an innocent person to be sent to prison for a crime he or she didn't commit. As I close, take the time to do the right investigative steps the first time, and take care of those in your community who rely upon you to do your best at all times. If you haven't already signed up for one of our sexual assault investigation and interviewing webinars, go to our website at www.onedaly, and that's ONEDALY.com/webinar and sign up today. Don't miss out on our New Year 10-hour webinar special. For information about this special, go to http://www.onedaly.com/law enforcement special/ and begin educating and training your specialized unit today. For you who work in the field of specialized investigations, please take the time to check out our 50+ webinars. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.